So now that we have set up our email account, we've installed WordPress, we just go there to the back end. We opened it twice because we wanted to refresh. And the first thing you want to do is just clear off everything that is currently there, like everything. This is a dashboard. I've explained all the different aspects of the dashboard. You first go to post. You just one after the other, you go to post. You see there's a hello world post there. You just click on it. And okay, before we delete, let me just visit the site. If you come here and you click on it, once you just hover on it, it's going to come up. And I'm going to open another tab. So you're going to see what the site originally currently looks like. Usually for Namecheap hosting, they use the latest WordPress theme for their site, and this is what it looks like. This is WordPress 21, and I'm going to show you when we go to themes, but I just need you to see this is what it looks like. So we're going to actually redesign all of this to what we want using Elementor. So if you come here, you go to post. This hello world is the post you see. We're just going to click on it, go to bulk actions, move to trash and apply. So we just to set the platform as we want. So we'll just go to trash again and we'll just empty trash. We don't want anything here at all. So our post is fresh. The next thing we want to go to is media to be sure nothing is there. So if we go to media, no media found, perfect. The next thing we'll go to is pages, and we have privacy and sample pages. We don't want that. I'm just going to click on each of them, or alternatively, you just click here and it clicks on all. And I'm also going to move to trash. So when it moves to trash, I'll also go to trash and I will just empty trash, right? You also will want to go through the comments section and be sure there's nothing there. So if we check the comment section, nothing is there. We will come to appearance later. I'll go to plugins next to check, and I'm going to delete all of this. Now with plugins, you have to deactivate before you delete. So if it's still activated, you can automatically delete. So if you look at these three, this one is active, this one's deactivated already. So I'll just deactivate this first. Click here to deactivate it. Or you can actually highlight this, click here and you see the deactivate button, right? So now I've deactivated all. I'll just highlight all of them and I will just delete. Yes, confirm that we want to delete. Don't worry, we'll install everything that we want. Then the next thing we want to go to is we'll go to there's the users, tools, and settings I've explained to you. So we'll just go to settings. This is user. If you want to give another person user access, you can add. Remember, we have admin. You can add as many users as possible. But for now, we're leaving our users stable. We're going to go to settings and we'll go to general. Remember when we're installing WordPress, I told you that you can actually change the site title and tagline, right? So here it is. You can actually do all of that. Again, if you had a mistake, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just showing you. And then the next thing you want to do is change your time zone if you want. I'm currently recording this video from Nigeria and we use UTC +1, Universal Time Code +1, that's GMT +1, and this date format sits well by me and I'll just save it. Also, the organization I'm building this website for is based in Nigeria, so the time zone actually works perfectly. The next thing you want to check is reading, or you won't see anything serious here, you just see blog because we've not put in any particular theme or something specific for it and there are no pages yet. Don't worry, just note this. When we set up pages, you'll see how this page is going to change and every other thing here. You can also go to permalinks. On the permalinks, you want to be sure how your post will show. If you create a website, when you create sub pages, day and name, this doesn't work. Numerical, this is going to look, no, we just want post name. So this and the post name. And so we'll just save this and that's it. So I'm going to go back to the dashboard. So this is basically an overview of how to clean your website. The next thing you want to go to is themes. And on the themes, you found the theme under appearance. Under appearance, you click on themes. Now, the funny thing about themes is you cannot deactivate or remove a theme until you've put another one, right? So before we actually go ahead and start creating pages, I want us to actually bring in the theme we want. And the best theme that is quite good for Elementor, you can use Astra. Astra is a theme you can find here and so many others. But most times I love to use Elementor theme. There's Hello Elementor theme because we're using everything Elementor. I don't even want to go through too many stress or drama and start modifying and all of that. So I'm just going to use simple Elementor. To do that, I'll click on Add New. Elementor is already here. The Hello Elementor theme, it's already here. So if you have a new theme somewhere, maybe you have the zip file, you can click on upload theme and choose the file. It has to be zip and then you install. But the theme I want to use is already here. So this is in add new themes. I'll just search themes and I'll put Hello Elementor. You actually see it. So this is it. And then I'll just click on install. So when you click on install, it just installs. Now, even when it's installed, if you go to your themes already, you see there it's installed, but it's not activated. One has to be activated. The site cannot go without a theme. There has to be a theme. So once I activate this one will become redundant. So once I've activated it, yes, it's now activated. It's not activated. The next thing you want to do is actually to delete these other themes. It's going to make your site lighter and you're not going to have it's not going to take so much time to actually implement some things. So I'm going to delete this. I'll just to delete it, just click on it. When you click on it, you see the delete button back here. And so we're going to do that to all the themes. We'll just quickly delete them. The other themes that we're not going to be using. Yeah, so that works. Now, after this, after installing a theme, there are some plugins that has to work with for Elementor to work. The first thing you need to know is that when you install the Hello Elementor theme, they will suggest some plugins to you, which is like the page builder and all of that. So you can just click on this. It's a faster way to just install it. Another way is you could go to the plugins, which you're going to see subsequently, to just install the plugins that you desire. So I'm just going to be installing from here. I've clicked on this, and if you look at this, it's rolling to show that it's actually installing. So yeah, it's perfectly installed. The next thing I want to do is activate it. Yeah, it's absolutely activated. So Elementor is here. Now, like I explained, there's Elementor and there's Elementor Pro. Now with Elementor, I'm going to click on plugins now. Now with Elementor, the normal Elementor, you just have simple access to simple drag and drop tools and limited limited features, unlike when you're actually using the Elementor Pro. So building this website, I'm going to be using Elementor Pro, and so I'll just click on Go Pro. Going Pro on you, it will take you to the Elementor website, which is elementor.com. These are the prices for one site, for 3 sites, for 25 sites. You can read through the features to see what they are. This is it. Now I have an account with them, so I'm just going to click on my account, and I have licenses to quite a number of sites. So I'll just click on my account and it's going to take me here, and I'm just going to get the Elementor Pro from here. So this is it. That's Elementor Pro. So I'm just going to download it. So here, and then I'll just go back to my plugins to install it. So to go back to my plugins and install it, I'll just click on Add New. While I come here, I'm going to go back to my downloads and go to this zip file quickly. I'll just click here, go to my downloads, and I'm going to quickly unzip this file. It's going to take a few minutes to unzip. I'm going to quickly unzip the file. Yeah, so this is unzipped. I'm going to open it. If you open it, you'll see that this is Elementor Pro here, right? Now, when you're actually uploading it, you don't need to unzip. It's the zip file you're going to need. So I'm going to go back to here, and I'm going to click on Upload. I'm going to choose File, just like how I explained when you're actually taking this is the Elementor Pro. Just like how I explained when you're actually uploading themes, that's how this is going to work. And I'll just click on Install now. That's just basically how it also works here. So for plugins too, you can upload externally from your device, or you can actually here search plugins, and I'm going to show you how, if I search, I'm actually going to find the Elementor Pro here on my plugins. But when you log into it, to activate it, you have to log into your account if you have license. If you don't have license, if you log in, it will not work because you have to pay for the Elementor Pro. Okay. However, don't get me wrong, you can actually use Elementor without Elementor Pro. There are still some features you can have access to, and you can also make shift. You can use different things to actually make shift with what you have instead of actually paying, but it's a long process and it's beyond the scope of this class. So I'm just going to click on activate plugin. But for this, if you have the money, just pay. It makes it easy for you, and it's a 1-year access. So this is the Elementor Pro. We've installed it here. Now let me show you what I was saying. If I click on add new here, and I come here and I click on and I type Elementor Pro. Trust me, and I enter it. I'm going to find it on the plugin. So it's here, right? So it's active. Okay. So I'm going to go back to my installed plugin, and yes, it's there. I told you have to activate. So connect and activate. I'm going to click on that, or you can click on the one under there. And I have my subscription already here, and I'm just going to click on activate. Yeah, just going to click on activate. So yeah, my license have been activated successfully. Now there are so many Elementor themes, sorry, not themes, plugins everywhere that is relatively free to use, or at a limited price that they have cracked. You might want to try it out. It's not, I can't guarantee how safe it is, but you might want to try it out. Okay, so that's how it works. So we've installed those plugins. The Elementor Pro. The next plugin I want us to install is for Google Analytics and all of those things. So before we do that, let's design our site. The Google Analytics, fix what you sell, and all of that will help us set up analytics on our site, which we're going to be looking at in the next lesson. But before we go into the next lesson, I want us to create our pages. So you go to pages. Now, before you start designing a website, always know the pages you want to create. Have it in your head, or have it sketched out somewhere or written out somewhere. This is a non-government organization. We're going to be creating just 4 pages. They're about the home page, the about page, the services, and then the contact page. That's all we're going to be creating on this site. So I'm just going to quickly create that. To do that, I'll just click on here. This is pages. You can add new from here, or you can click on add new from here. Anyone actually works, the same thing. So once I click on that, it's just going to bring me here. You can feel free to go through this block and read whatever is there. I don't have to. And then you put on home. This is the home page. When you're creating the pages, don't edit anything. Just type home and just click publish. Publish. I'm going to show you another way to publish it. Then we're going to go back to your dashboard. Just click on this W icon. And then you can add another one, new. And we go about. Now, if you look at it, you'll notice that we had a 2-step process to publish in the last one. If you want to kill out one process, to do that, you click on this 3-dotted icon here called options, and then you go down, click on preferences, and then you remove include, uncheck this toggle bar to include pre-published checklists and close. So when you publish, it just automatically publishes. It's not a two-way process. Then we're going to go back to this, and subsequently it's usually like that. Okay, add new, and I'm just going to put, I'm not going to put services, I'll put programs because it's a non-governmental organization, and then I'll publish. I'm going to go back here quickly and add new again, and I'll just put contact and publish. So that works, and I'll just go back here. So we've created our pages, all the pages that we want, right? The final thing we're going to do before we start editing the pages or designing anything is we'll go to appearance. And under appearance, if you look here, you see the word menus. I'm going to click on menus. We're going to create a menu for that we want up. So to create a menu, this is what it is. This is a fresh page, so there's really nothing there. This is a suggestion, menu 1. I'm going to call this primary menu. Please feel free to call it anything you want. And then this is home, about, contact, home. This home here is a custom link, so I'm going to remove it. To remove it, to click on this arrow down and I'll remove it. This home here is a page, which is what we want, so I'm going to take it up. About us is a page, contact is a page, but programs has to be before contact. Now this is a plain menu and I'm just going to create this. However, when you begin to create programs and all, you might want them to be sub-menus of another. So if you want this program to be a sub-menu of about, you just put it here. And if you want this contact to be a sub-menu of this program, so you just put it here. So it's a sub-menu, okay? So that's how to create sub-menus of whatever you want to. So I'll just save this. And we're going to see why this will come, why this is necessary as a base step before you actually begin to create, right? Now, once you create the menu, you can click on automatically add top level menus to the page. That means when you create a new page, it should be added here. We don't want this, we don't want that, and we don't want to click on primary yet because we're going to be designing and we want to determine what goes where and how it goes. So that's how it works. So in the next tutorial, we're going to be going further to enhancing the design of our page. But before we do that, let's click here and go see what our page looks like. Yeah, so this is it. This is what the Hello Elementor theme looks like. This is it. So it's absolutely blank. So watch us transform this page to what it really should be.